Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And now the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 40.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Man, I love this about this tight end. Whether you play zone and create windows you can just sit in, or here, man-to-man, he's got the athletic ability to run away from the defender, and a great throw here by the quarterback.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Not able to connect, incomplete. Sixth play on the drive. They look to throw it here on second down. He's hit as he throws it. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll test the right side here. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Using his legs here. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down though. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the first down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
That's a design quarterback keeper. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Makes a quick catch. Powerful running into the secondary. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Hands off to the left. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a first and goal for the offense. That's a new set of downs, and it's first and goal for the offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Second down and goal upcoming. Defensive backs up of the line showing press. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. picked off. What a play. Across midfield. Inside the 30. Crosses the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. It's a takeaway and a touchdown, and this game is suddenly tied. What a moment of this championship game.
Yeah, just a sensational play by this defense right here. Their fingerprints are all over that, and you can see it. They weren't content with just getting a stop or getting a turnover. They wanted to score, and they did.
Here comes the point after it's intercepted. And it's good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. Going to move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. Another first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Second down, we're going to throw it. He pulls it in for a big gain. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can he make it to the marker? And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Second down after that previous play. The linebacker shifting around now. Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to extend the play. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, I'm not surprised they decided to throw the football here on 4th down, but how about the defense doing their job, especially up front, getting in those passing lanes and just knocking the ball down? Not exactly what this offense envisioned and how this play would work out.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging them, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fighting off the defender. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple of defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Well, that was a big risk, but they say fortune favors the brave, and that decision was really brave. Borderline crazy, but hey, you can't complain too much. It worked out this time.
First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags the quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down after that short completion. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And the field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. He's escaping the pocket now. Escapes the sack. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks like he's going to run it. And they chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on 3rd down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this 4th down.
And they'll kick it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So it's first down, but they'll just take a knee and head to halftime. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half.
I get trying to go for points if you're closer to your opponent's end zone. But this far away, I just think it makes sense to just take a knee and head into the half with the lead.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Gators offense retakes the field. So the delay of game brings the offense even closer to its own end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Can he take it all the way? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on 4th down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Running with purpose. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for first down.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Using his legs on the scramble. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On third down, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
Kick is good. It gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 17. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down play coming up. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And he's tackled after the catch.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw it again. Finds his man, has the first down. Put down to 46, good enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Extra point, knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? The throw complete to the running back underneath. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Gain makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down.
Hey, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Let's it fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Quick throw caught on the left side. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. It's a short return to make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Receiver makes the grab. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Took contact on the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. The ball is picked off. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. We reach the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory?
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take another shot right here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So down 6, they need a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Mississippi State in the red zone now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Empty set now, 5 wide. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Boy, what more can you say about the execution of this offense with the game on the line? They tied the game up, extra point away from taking the lead with under a minute to go. Wow, impressive.
The important PAT gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Here comes a handoff. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Second down play coming up for this offense. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Here's the second down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Tries the right with a quick throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Mississippi State Bulldogs.